Well, hey, mamas. Hello, hello. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to a new series all about what to ditch and what to keep in this brand new year. We're talking about the physical clean out and the mental clean out. I really want your teens to do sooner rather than later to make this year an amazing year. Now, I'm curious, when it's the new year, do you immediately start feeling the need to clean? Like whether we're talking like a mental clean out or a physical clean out. I'm curious, just a really quick yes or no down below would be amazing. I do also want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you if you already are a subscriber or a follower. Do you know another way for me to support you is in my Facebook group? So there's a link in the description for you to join us after the video. All right, so let's start with a physical clean out because I always feel like the tangible things are easier. And I feel like, especially for all of you who have teens going back to school, this is even more important because we want to get those backpacks cleaned out. Okay, like that's to me step number one. When we're talking physical clean out between semesters as we go from the end of one year into the new year, I really want your teens to know what to keep and what to get rid of. Okay, so mamas, if your teens are just throwing away all their old homeworks, all their old notebooks, all of the stuff from last semester, please stop them. Like, please do not let your teens just get rid of everything. Now, I know that you might go, okay, Jessica, this is way too much stuff to keep track of. So, bare minimum, what I want your teens to keep track of are their notes and their study guides. And if for any reason the teachers have given your teens their old tests, then I really recommend those old tests too. Okay. Bare minimum, those are the three things to keep. Now, I would go so far as to encourage your teens to keep any big projects, any big essays, things like that as well, especially if you have a high schooler, and especially if your kiddo is going to be majoring in a major, going into a degree that's going to kind of rely on anything done in high school. So like anything for like the portfolio, anything that can be used to help get into college, earn scholarships, anything like that. Like for me, I was the editor-in-chief of my high school newspaper and I thought I wanted to go into journalism. And so it was really important for me to have all of the physical copies of the newspaper so I could put my portfolio together for college. Okay, it really did make a big difference into earning a scholarship because if I hadn't had those newspaper clippings, it wouldn't have been as legit if I just said, here's all the articles, print off online. All right, I really feel like that made a difference in the amount of scholarship I earned. Okay. Now, I would also tell you, not only are we trying to sort through your teen's backpack as to what to keep and what to get rid of, but also just an overall clean out is really good idea. Like their locker hopefully happened before school went out for the semester. Maybe your child is still in their current trimester, like one of my students, or maybe the semester hasn't ended yet. Do know that locker needs to be cleaned out too, and especially the gym locker. Okay, if there's any clothes that need to be cleaned, or maybe at this point, maybe thrown away if they just can't be salvaged, but definitely do know we got to handle the physical stuff of your teens. Now, I also really want you to think about your homes, okay? Because mamas, a lot of times we think of New Year, we think of a new resolution, and then we think, okay, that means like the whole house should suddenly change. I'm all about cleaning, if you saw my office, you might not think that, but definitely do know having things organized is an amazing thing. There's a reason I teach organization as one of the study skills, but do know you don't have to go out and buy like all new systems, all new tubs, all new devices, like all that crazy stuff. You don't have to go crazy just because it's a new year when it comes to your physical stuff. Now, if there's something you've been wanting to do for a while, maybe that new year, kind of that start, that freshness kind of gives you that kick. I'm all for using that motivation, but do know there are things that are really important to do, things that, aren't so important. So definitely don't let something like the start of a new year just kind of pressure you into having to do things a certain way when it comes to a physical cleanout. Okay. So want to talk about the mental cleanout as well. Before I do, just want to say thanks for watching here on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe, because there are more videos coming your way about what to keep and what to ditch in this new year. All right. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Jessyka Coulter, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. So maybe you are here for the first time, and I really, really thank you for that. All right. Mental cleanout. I feel like this kind of boils down into routines and habits. Okay. Something that I hear a lot at the beginning of the year, and as we're here in January, I've already seen it lots of times online, is the whole new year, new you. Now, I really want to be clear with you, mamas, and I really hope that you're being kind of honest and upfront with your teens about the fact just because we've gone from 2023 to 2024 doesn't mean that we're suddenly new people. Okay, like we don't go to bed on the 31st and wake up different on the 1st. Okay, so please do know that that's part of that mental clean out, is realizing, okay, I want to make some changes. I want things to be different, hopefully better, but that has to start small. All right, we have to figure out what are those new skills that we need. What would make this routine better? Or, okay, how can I do this thing that I've been doing differently so that way this other result I want to have happen actually happens? Okay, so I do not like that phrase, new year, new you, because unfortunately, it's not automatic. You know, you can be new and different and better, whatever that means to you, whatever you want to be. Doesn't have to be at the start of a new year. Just know it's never going to be automatic. Okay. And it's not going to necessarily be easy, depending on how much of a change or how big a changes you want to make. But skills can always be learned, improvements can always be made. Just know that, mamas, we want it to be for you. We want it to be for your teens. We want it to be something that we decide. So those are 2 tips for you in our first talk about what to keep and what to ditch in 2024. So if you learned something, if you like this video, please share it with someone else who benefit. Please like this. And also do know I have that Facebook group. Your invitation is waiting down below in the description. Click on that link, answer a couple questions so you can join the group and really learn what are those study skills that your teen needs to love to learn and actually know how to learn in order to personalize his or her learning. So thank you, mamas. See you in the next video.